Here this is the general heat conduction equation in Cartesian coordinate system. So here in this diagram, this is the Cartesian coordinate system along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. We have to draw in this diagram like this. So here this is the x-axis and y-axis and z-axis. So the volume of the Cartesian coordinate system along the x-axis is delta x, and along the y-axis, so here along the y-axis means delta y, and along the z-axis means delta z. This is the volume of the Cartesian system. V equal to delta x into delta y into delta z. So here, so this is along the x-axis, along the y-axis and along the z-axis. This is the volume of the Cartesian coordinate system. So here in this diagram, we have to apply internal heat energy. So internal heat supply or heat input. So here along the x-axis, this is the input, along the x-axis input, and along the x-axis heat leaving. So x plus q, x plus delta x. So this is the heat input and this is the heat leaving. So coming to the next one, so here along the y-axis means delta y. So along the y-axis means, so here this is, so along the y-axis means this is the delta y. So here this is q y. So heat leaving along the y-axis, so q y plus delta y. So this is heat input and this is heat leaving along the y direction. And coming to the z direction, so here what is the z direction? So bottom to top one. So here in the bottom area, this is the heat input and heat leaving along the z axis. Along the z axis. So this is the Cartesian coordinate system diagram. Now we can explain about the all these equations. So now we can calculate. First of all, we need to write volume of the Cartesian coordinate system. So V equal to delta x, delta y and delta z. Some heat input is qx, qy, qz. Heat leaving so qx, heat leaving qx plus delta x, so and along the y direction heat leaving qy plus delta y, along the z direction qz plus delta z. So these three volume and heat input and heat leaving are important terms in the Cartesian coordinate system. This is the exact diagram for Cartesian coordinate systems. So now we can calculate Cartesian coordinate system derivation. Let us consider the volume as shown in the figure having dimension delta x, delta y and delta z. We assume that the element has a certain internal heat energy. So internal heat energy means Qg. So internal heat, the total body as having internal heat generation Q capital G. So internal heat generation units watt per meter cube. So here we have to note on the dimensions. Dx is in terms of meters or any other units, meters or mm, that means, so here meter, meter and meter. So here volume is equal to meter cube. So this is the unit terms. So now we need to calculate the Cartesian coordinate system. So this is the diagram. So first of all we need to write delta x, delta y and delta z values, delta z, delta y and delta z values. So here let us consider the volume of the element. The volume of the element V equal to, along the x-axis, delta x and delta y and delta z. Delta x, delta y and delta z. Heat entering, heat entering into the system or element, heat entering into the system or element. So along the x-axis, qx, along the y-axis qy and along the z-axis qz. This is the heat entering into the system. This is the heat entering into the system along the x-axis qx, along the y-axis qy, along the z-axis qz, and heat leaving. So heat leaving into the system. Heat leaving in the system. So here along the x-axis so here along the x-axis means this is heat input, that means qx, and heat leaving qx plus dx, qx plus dx. So qx plus dx. So here along the y-axis, so this is the y-axis, this is qy is the internal heat input and heat leaving. So q y plus delta y. So along the z-axis means this is the z-axis. So here this is heat input and heat leaving. So qz along the z-axis, q z plus delta z. These are the main terms in the Cartesian coordinate system. So here this is the heat leaving, heat entering, the volume of the element. So heat generated in the system. Next one, heat generated in the system. Heat generated in the system, Qg. Heat generated in the system is equal to Qg. So in every Cartesian coordinate system, so we have to follow the volume of the system and heat entering into the system and heat leaving into the system and heat generated in the system. So here now I am explaining clearly. So along the x-axis, so heat input is Qx. Along the x-axis, heat input is Qx and heat leaving is Qx plus dx. So here along the x-axis, heat input or heat entering into the system. So heat entering into the system, input, and heat leaving into the system, output. So heat input is Qx. So along the x-axis, Qx, along the x-axis Qx, and along the y-axis means this is the y-axis, y notation. This is, so here heat entering into the system means Qy along the y-axis. This is Qy, and heat leaving into the system along the y-axis, heat leaving into the system Qy plus delta x, and heat entering into the system along the z-axis. So here z-axis means Qz. So here heat entering into the system along the z-axis Qz, and heat leaving into the system along. So heat entering into the system from Fourier's law of equation, Q equal to minus Ka dt by dx. So where area equal to delta x, delta y and delta z, volume V is equal to area into internal heat generation Qg. So here area is delta x, delta y and delta z. So now we can write it in this form. I am considering from Fourier's law conduction equation. Fourier's law conduction equation. So here Q equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Along the x-axis, Qx is equal to x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Along the x-axis, so now we can explain. This is the Fourier's law of equation. We can substitute this a value in the x direction. So here this is the Cartesian coordinate system. Now we can consider along the this is the x direction. So x direction means delta x, delta y and delta z. Delta x, delta y and delta z. So here now I am considering along the x axis, So here this is the Qx and here this is the heat leaving Qx plus dx. So here what is the area? This one. Qy and Qz is the area of. Okay, we can substitute area in terms of delta y and delta z. So along the y direction. So here this is the along the y direction. So along the y direction means this is the y direction. So here along the y direction means delta z and delta x. So this one. So this is delta x and this is delta z along the z axis. This is the surface area, delta x and delta z. The next one along the z direction. So here z direction is along the z direction, heat entering Qz, heat leaving Qz plus delta Z. So this is the heat leaving. So here heat leaving area is this one, heat leaving. So what is the area? So here along the Z direction, this is the area. This is delta x and this is delta y. So now we can substitute area as delta x and delta y. So this is the heat entering into the system. Now we can consider heat leaving into the system. The heat leaving into the system heat leaving heat leaving into the system. So here along the x-axis, along the x direction or x-axis, Qx plus delta x is equal to Qx plus delta x is equal to Qx plus d by dx of q of x into delta x. So here qx, q delta x means d by dx of qx into delta x. Along the y-axis, q y plus delta y is equal to qy plus d by dy of qy into delta y So here along the z axis or along the z direction, qz plus delta z is equal to qz plus d by dy of qz of delta z. So here heat entering and heat leaving into the system formulas. So here we can substitute x-axis, along the x-axis qx. So here heat entering, so qx value means minus Ka delta y into dz. We can substitute this value in this equation, and first one, second one and third one. Now the amount of total heat generation, the amount of total heat generation in the elemental value, in the elemental volume is equal to delta x, delta y, delta z. This means area into Qg. Heat generation. So heat indicates Q and generation. Capital G indicates generation. So here this is volume into internal heat generation. So volume into internal heat generation. So here This is not a area, this is also volume. So here volume is delta x, delta y and delta z. This is volume. These are the areas. So okay, this is first step, this is second step, and this is third step. Now we need to write, or now we need to applying law of conservation equation. Now we need to apply law of conservation of energy. Now applying law of conservation of energy. Now applying law of conservation of energy. So this is the formula: heat energy entering, heat energy entering plus internal heat generation in the system, heat generated in the system is equal to so here now applying law of conservation of energy. So formula is heat energy entering plus heat generated in the system is equal to heat energy leaving plus accumulation rate of energy in the element. So here this is the heat input and this is the heat output. So what is heat energy entering? So these are the heat energy entering into the system plus heat generated in the system. So here heat generated in the system means this value. So heat generated in the system delta x, delta y, delta z into Qg. So and heat energy leaving. So here these three equations are the heat energy leaving plus accumulation rate of energy in the element. So what is the accumulation rate of energy? So here accumulation rate of energy means mCp dt by d small t. So here dt by t small t. This is the accumulation rate of the energy, mass flow rate and specific heat and specific weight Cp, and dt by d small t, the temperature gradient value. So here this is the law of conservation of energy. Now we can substitute these values in this equation. So heat energy entering plus heat generated in the system. What is the heat entering? Heat energy entering means these values. So here Qx plus Qy plus Qz, these are the heat energy entering plus heat generated delta x, delta y, delta z into Qg is equal to, this is the heat input value and this is the heat output value. So heat energy leaving. So here heat energy leaving equations. So heat energy leaving equations means Qx plus delta x plus Qy plus delta y plus Qz plus delta z and mcp dt by d small t, dt by d small t. So here change in temperature and change in time with respect to change in temperature and change in time. So here this is the law of conservation of energy. Now we can substitute delta x plus qx plus delta x value. So here is equal to, what is the qx plus delta x value? So here qx plus d by dx of qx into delta x plus second value, this one, qy plus delta y. So qy plus d by dy of qy into delta y, this is second term, plus, and third term qz plus delta x. So this one, qz plus delta z is equal to qz plus d by dz of qz into delta z plus mcp dt by d small t. So dt by d small t. So after substituting these values, this is the equation. So here qx, here qx plus qy plus qz plus delta x, delta y and delta z into qg. So here in this equation we have both sides we are having equal values. So here qx and qy and qy get cancelled, and qz and qz get cancelled. So here from law of conservation of energy equation we can get it from these values. These are these equations. So here delta x, delta y, delta z into qg, internal heat generation, qg is equal to d by dx of qx into delta x, this time, plus d by dy of qy into delta y, second term, plus d by dz of qz into delta z, this term, and mcp dt by d small t plus mcp dt by d small t, dt by d small t. So after cancellating this qx, qy, qz in both sides, now we get this equation. Now we get this equation. So we can substitute, now we can substitute qx values in this equation. So qx values, what is the qx value? D by dx of qx value, qx means minus k into delta y into delta z. So we have to substitute this qx value as minus ka minus k into delta y delta z into dt by dx into delta x. I can substitute this qx value. So substitute this qx value in term and qy value and qz values in this equation. So in this equation, so here in this equation, so here in the second term d by dy of minus k into delta z into delta x into dt by dy into delta y. This is the second term. You can substitute qy value. So next one, qz value plus d by dz of minus k delta x delta y into dt by dz into dt by dz into delta z. Okay, this is the qz term plus mcp dt by d small t, mcp dt by d small t. mcp dt by d small t. So now we can simplify this equation. Now we can simplify this equation as minus k into dt by minus k into d into dt. So d square t by dx square into delta x delta y. Again I am explaining. So here we can substitute qx value d by dx of minus k dy by dx dt by dx and qy value like this, qz value like this. So we can write it as this term as, these are the constant term, minus k dy and dz and dx are the constant term. Now we can multiply this d by dx into dt by dx. So here d by dx of dt by dx means d square t by dx square like this, and next one, and this term is also plus minus of k into delta x delta y delta z. So what is this term? D square t by dy square plus d square t by dy square plus some third one minus k into dx delta x delta y delta z into d square t by dz square plus mcp dt by d small t, mcp dt by d small t. Okay, mcp dt by d small t. So here mass equal to, here delta x, delta y, delta z and qg. So this is common term, delta x, delta y, delta z. This is also common term, this is also common term, this is also common term. Now we can substitute this mass values as, so here mass equal to density into volume. So here density into delta x, delta y, delta z value. So we can substitute mass value in this equation. So now mcp dt by d small t is equal to, m means density into delta x, delta y, delta z into cp dt by d small t. Okay, so here both side we can cancel it, dou x, delta x, delta x, delta y, delta z into qg is equal to, so delta x, delta y, delta z, so minus k d square t by dx square and plus into minus minus k into d square t by dx square, sorry, dy square plus into minus minus k into d square t by dz square, dz square plus this term. So density into cp into dt by d small t, dt by d small t. So here this is the common term. Now we can cancel. So here the minus sign value is here. So now we can write it as k d square t by dx square plus k d square t by dy square plus k d square t by dz square plus qg is equal to rho into cp into dt by d small t. Rho into cp into dt by d small t. So now you can simplify it. So here d square t by dx square, so k can get common, d square t by dx square plus d square t by dy square plus d square t by dz square plus qg by k is equal to rho cp by k into dt by d small t. Rho cp by k into dt by t small t. This is the Cartesian coordinate system equation. This is the Cartesian coordinate system equation. This is the Cartesian coordinate system equation where now you can write it top of this section. D square t by dx square plus d square t by dy square plus d square t by dz square plus qg by k. So here k is equal to thermal conductivity of the given material. So rho Cp by k into dt by d small t. dt by d small t. So here where rho Cp by k is equal to 1 by alpha, where rho Cp by k is 1 by alpha. So here alpha is equal to, so here alpha is thermal diffusivity. Here alpha is thermal diffusivity of solid in terms of meter per second, in terms of meter square per second, in terms of meter square per second. So here alpha is equal to k by rho into Cp. So here alpha is equal to k by rho into Cp. So here heat conduction by heat storage. Heat conduction by heat storage, or otherwise thermal conductivity by heat storage. Thermal conductivity by heat storage. So here this is the important formula. So this is the formula for Cartesian coordinate system. This is formula for Cartesian coordinate system. Sun where rho Cp by k is equal to 1 by alpha. So here 1 by alpha means alpha is thermal diffusivity of solid. Thermal diffusivity of solid. So here alpha is equal to k by rho Cp. In the GATE examinations and as well as BTech examinations, so this is the important derivation, and we have to remember it from this equation, d square t by dx square. So simply we can remember it as d square t by dx square plus d square t by dy square plus d square t by dz square into internal heat generation by thermal conductivity is equal to rho Cp by thermal conductivity into change in temperature by change in time. This is the thermal diffusivity equation. If the temperature of the material not a function with the time, so in this equation, if the temperature of a material is not function of time, so that means T is equal to 0. That means T is equal to 0, the entire term will be 0. That's why the final equation d square t by dx square plus d square t by dy square plus d square t by dz square The heat is not generated. D square T by dx square plus D square T by dy square plus D square T by dz square is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. This is the Laplace equation. So entire derivation is completed.